Much like economics, the modern Democratic Party's intellectual and spiritual depravity allows for analysis on both micro and macro levels. For instance, on the micro level, we have Democratic Representative Ilhan Omar of Minnesota. Elected Democrats such as Omar have shown no qualms about publicly trumpeting their disdain for the United States and its history. And that wickedness has infected the party as a whole. Tuesday on the social media platform X, Omar wished a happy Independence Day to her native Somalia, a gesture that would bother no one if the Congresswoman had not repeatedly denigrated her adopted home country. Last month on the leftist Democracy Now! Podcast, Omar sounded a very different note about the United States. To have a democracy, a beacon of hope, for the world to now be turned into one of the worst countries, where the military are in our streets without any regard for people's constitutional rights, while our president is spending millions of dollars propping himself up, like a failed dictator with a military parade. It is really shocking, she said. Likewise, as Republican National Committee Communications Director Zach Parkinson noted on X, Omar had a less than flattering Independence Day message for Americans in 2018. We shouldn't revise history, Omar wrote 7 years ago. We're a country built on stolen land and the backs of slaves. Independence Day allows us to reflect on how far we've come and how much further we have to go. Meanwhile, others reminded Omar that she lives in America now and should go back to Somalia if she prefers it. In fairness, Omar has plenty of company among the America-hating cranks. A Gallup poll released Monday showed that while 92% of Republicans express pride in being American, only 36% of Democrats did. By comparison, as recently as 2001, that number for Democrats stood at 87%. Moreover, Republicans' patriotism has never wavered. Even during the tyrannical administration of former President Joe Biden, Republicans' pride in being American never dipped below the mid-80s. Democrats, however, have not forgiven their fellow citizens for electing President Donald Trump. As the following graph demonstrates, Democrats' hatred of America corresponds to Trump's political ascendancy. In short, Omar might sound like an extreme America-hating leftist with foreign allegiances. But she does not occupy the political fringe. In fact, she represents the modern Democratic Party,